Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, KingStix, going to be showing you how to play some Nekko Jungle. It's similar to a Morgana or a Bran, just a little bit different. The power spikes are different as well, of course. Nekko spikes around level 4 or 5 in terms of farming her camps, and in terms of team fighting, when she has Protobelt and her ulti, she's a fairly big menace. I'm going to go ahead and set up my... I'm going to set up a ward for the Graves just in case he decides to invade. That's going to give me some solid vision of this whole pathing right here. So if he does crossover, I should see it coming. Or if he runs neutral, I could have laid it a little bit farther back, would have been fine as well. The only bad thing about Nekko Jungle, guys, is the fact that her passive is basically useless like in a gank. For example, if you're ganking a lane, no matter who you're disguised as, it's going to scare away the enemies. It just is. They don't want to fight a 2v3 or a 1v2, that kind of stuff. So that's the only bad thing. Hopefully you get a leash. Nekko kind of needs a leash. If you don't get a leash, then it puts you really far behind. It's best to start Q, kite out the camp. Make sure you're not standing still too much while you're fighting it, otherwise you'll take way too much damage. Alright, I should have it from here. Hopefully Lulu leaves. She's going to reset it if it aggroes her. That was a really dope leash though. Normally on Nekko, you want to go ahead and just do blue buff, red buff, and then golems or gromp. In this case, I'm going to do blue into red, then do golems. I'm afraid Graves might invade me. He might do red into my red or red blue my red, so I want to make sure I'm there. Since you have Hunter Talisman, you can throw a spell at wolves or raptors along the way if you get low on HP to get a lot of your HP back. It's a really easy way after red buff. I'll do that, for example, here. So I'm going to kite it up, then I'll kite it back down. Your combo is normally E into Q. If you use your E properly, though, you can QE to snare them in place. It's normally best to land your E first, though. That way you can get off a pretty full cycle. So I'm going to show you what that'll look like in terms of healing off of your raptors. So even if you're really low on health, you can basically hit it. And you can watch your HP come pretty much all the way up. I was all the way down here about a quarter. I haven't even used a potion. Q, and make sure your Q hits the big monster. If you don't hit a big monster with your Q, then it won't work properly. Oh, he stole it. That was a scumbag move. Yeah, then it works on the medium golem as well. Graves is just being a butthole. He's super deep in my jungle. He just flashed. I wasted my E. I think we actually have him tied off here with the Fiora, though. He's in a pretty bad spot. I'm going to hit him with my Q. Got the Dark Harvest stack, and he's dead. If I didn't get the rotation from my teammates, I would have just had to reset and taken that bad trade. Oh, I'm actually getting counter jungle a bit here. Nekko does struggle against some early game champs like Graves or Lee Sin. It can be a tough matchup. Once you're level 3, that's usually when you're going to start looking for ganks. In this case, I want to go ahead and get a Scuttle Crab while Graves is down. You don't want to gank without your E. You usually use your W to gank. Gonna auto him down first. Try to stay on top of him with my autos. That was a bad flash. Your W, every third auto, is an empowered auto, which does bonus damage. And it also does give you some movement speed as well. I didn't take that into account. I didn't realize I was on my third one. Oh, yeah, Graves is here. I'm gonna hit him with my red buff. Your W and powered auto also seem to have a little bit more range as well. Blasting them with it. Kiting him out with my red buff. He's attacking the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, if you have red buff, you can kite out a lot of champions. In this case, since I had red buff, even though Graves had a longsword item advantage over me, since I had red buff, I could kite him out because I was level 3. When I fought him up here, I was only level 2. I didn't have my empowered W auto, so every third auto I do does a bunch of bonus damage. I'm going to W at this guy, get a bunch of movement speed. I'm going to E him at point blank range, hit him with Q. Not sure what Syndra's doing. I guess she's out of mana. I kind of want that Dark Harvest stack, though. I don't know why this guy's trying to fight me. Oh, Graves is here. That's why. I got jebaited pretty hard there. I was like, that was confusing me so hard. I was like, why is he trying to fight this? I thought that maybe he just didn't understand his damage output, but nah, I got baited. That was my bad. Got my blue smites. Graves Raptors are probably up against 13 CS. It looks like he's going to my Wolves. I'll let him have him. I'm going to push down to my Gromp. Might be able to kill him on Gromp if he stays. Like I said, your passive is pretty much useless on Neeko as a jungler, but you can play around with that. Pretend to be your teammates if you so choose. Enemies look gankable. They're up pretty far. I'm going to go ahead and take this plant. Looks like he's going to his Raptors after he took my Wolves. Yeah, 7. Ooh, it's warded. I'm gonna act like I'm leaving, but I'm really gonna stay. Gonna go invisible, use the speed up. Gonna blue smite this guy and auto him. Alright, he just wanted to juke my skill shot, but he's gonna die for it anyways. We got the Dark Harvest stack. Gonna help him push wave real quick. And like I said, if you don't hit a large monster or a champion, you won't get the extra bloom from your Q. So you want to make sure when you're farming, you're hitting the big monster with the initial part of it. Otherwise, your Q won't bloom and you'll have a lot of issues trying to clear. Looks like Graves went to his Raptors after he took my Wolves. Should be able to take his red buff from him. I'm decently stronger than him right now. Gonna eat in the bush. That way you can't see it. If I attack the red buff while it's out in the open, then if he walks by, he's more likely to notice. If I keep it in the bush, he's not likely to even check it. The Ravenous Hunter is going to help us a lot with our sustain. We already have 3 stacks. It's healed us for 328. That's pretty decent. I am level 5. Neeko normally hits level 6 around the 8-minute mark, a little bit later than most junglers. Her ganks are solid, but her clearing early on is not ideal, to say the least. I think they're invading me, or they're going for dragon. They seem to be both pushing towards dragon. Yep. Gonna get my autos on this guy. I walked into the stun, snare, Q. Ooh. Alright, looks like Fior's down here. No, Fior's still up there. Kind of want to get this blue buff. It is Fior's apparently. That's what she's saying in all chats. I don't know how we lost that fight that hard. Their Graves really isn't even that strong right now. Guess the Veigar landed a really good stun on me. I should have dodged that. I don't think Graves is on dragon. But now that I have some levels in my Q, I can actually start to farm a little easier. And once you have some points in Ravenous Hunter, you'll be a little bit healthier during your clears. I don't really want to check dragon right now. I would rather just go get my red buff. I don't want to fuss around on it. I don't have much mid prio or bot prio necessarily at the moment. Once you snare it in place, you can just blast the whole thing with your Q. This is when Neeko's clear speed starts to get a lot better around level 5. You have a few points in your Q. So you can QE just like that, hold it on top of the snare, or you can EQ. Either one's fine. And your snare, your E, does snare longer if it's the second thing. It's an AoE Lux snare. And everything that was second, anything that wasn't first, it lasts twice as long on, which is pretty nice. Can go invisible to gank. Ulti. She should be dead here. I just killed all of her minions. That's why Proto Belt's gonna be nice. Once you start up your ulti and you jump in the air, you can't really use any spells. So when you're in your ult towards before you jump in the air, you can Proto Belt to stay on top of them. I guess I really thought she was playing a normals game. I guess she didn't realize she queued up for ranked. She's probably first time IRL. Yeah, it's unlucky. Okay, now we can back and get our jungle item. Very nice. Gonna give us a lot of damage. And I opted for free Hourglass and Cosmic Insight. You could go for Nimbus Cloak and Transcendence, or you could go for free Boots in Cosmic Insight. If you're wondering why I chose this particular rune page, look at their comp. They have Veigar Stun, they have Veigar Burst, Ziggs Burst, Irelia all-in, Graves all-in. They have a lot of all-in damage and a lot of burst. Plus, Hourglass scales really well with Neeko and her ulti combo, since you can Hourglass after you stun them and they're coming out of stun, or you can do it while you're charging up your ult, or whatever you want to do. That works as well. But yeah, you could go for free Boots, Cosmic Insight. You could go for Transcendence, Nimbus Cloak, Secondary Tree. that's what you want to do. Your ganks will be a little bit stronger with the Transcendence. I mean with the Nimbus Cloak, for sure. I'm gonna let him step up. I'm gonna get my blue smite on him. I have tier 2 boots, he doesn't. I'm gonna snare him, ulti. Stay on him with my autos, he's dead. He's just shoving up way too far. Max Q first, E second, W last. Yeah, the clears are starting to feel a lot better for sure. Looks like Graves just got Rift Herald. I feel like I can fight him, so I'm actually gonna path towards him. I should have an item advantage over him since I have a kill advantage and I also have more CS than him. Yeah, so he has full jungle item, I have full jungle item plus tier 2 boots. And I have Hourglass, so I do have a significant amount more than him. I'm also a level up on him. Pretty sure he's in this bush. No, he's not in the bush. Don't know where he is. Oh, I guess he's staying top. The Herald can't break that, I don't think. Not from that much. Just gonna hit him with my autos. I should have pressured it first. Alright, finished him off with a tipper Q. I realize he's actually gonna chase this. Yeah, she's gonna get wrecked. I don't think she could actually fight me at all. I should have just let her jump on me. I forgot that she doesn't have full item yet. Yeah, she's actually standing so far back. I'm gonna push towards Graves' red buff. He's just spawning in. I can probably get over there in time. Probably still have an item advantage over him. While you are in your teammates' form, while you're pretending to be them, like Mystique from X-Men, all you can do is auto attack without revealing yourself. So if you're a melee champ like Fiora, you'll have melee autos. If you're Syndra, you'll have her ranged autos, which is kind of cool. So if you're walking around the map and you're still going to be autoing plants or autoing champions, usually picking the ranged champ is a better choice. What the fuck? What was that? He actually went to dragon before doing his red buff. This guy's... What is he doing? His red buff just spawned in and he went for a dragon. I'm going to EQR. Boom, baby. Nice. Took him down. I actually wasted my smite on the Graves. I should have probably saved my blue smite for dragon. If Ziggs had R, he would have wrecked me there. I'm going to take Graves red while he spawns in. I think that's the move here. Check his raptors while I'm over here. QE, or you can EQ. Either one's fine. The QE is a little classier. The EQ is like if you're not very confident. Because your Q is your main source of damage. So if you do miss your E, it's going to be hard for you to... Wow, he got here really fast. Yeah, he got here really freaking fast, man. He just spawned in. I guess that's the base speed up difference. That's nuts. I thought he was going to jump into that. This guy doesn't react. He's not trying to juke. Syndra almost just killed it. Oh my god. Alright. After you snare Scuttle, that's when you want to Q. Scuttle's different. It takes more damage when you have it hard CC'd. So on Scuttle, you definitely want to E then Q. With other camps, you can Q into E, but make sure you E fast after you Q. Otherwise, they'll kind of move out of your Q. I think I can solo Irelia still. I think Graves is moving towards me though. He's... Oh, never mind. He's still mid. Yeah, I can definitely kill Irelia. I'll just chunk her over the wall. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna reset. Actually, I'm gonna stay. I can almost afford Proto Belt. I only need a few hundred more gold, so I don't really want to back before I can buy it. Because I'm already fed enough to solo him anyways. I'm 2 levels up on him. I have flash. I can just flash E him. There we go, he's dead. Syndra got him, not bad. Go ahead and shove mid. Yeah, Syndra, the Neeko flash ER is really dangerous. Super, super dangerous. You can even WR, so kind of use your W speed up to get on top of them. I should use my W speed up there. I was kind of holding on to it for some reason. In the gank, you're normally going to be using your W speed up early for the movement speed bonus. It gives you quite a bit, moving at 453 compared to 385. It's about a 70 movement speed bonus, pretty nice. 12 movement speed for 3 seconds, pretty cool. Alright, we got a proto belt. We still have our hourglass that we haven't used. We're gonna heal up. We're gonna get a pink ward while we're here. And yeah, we're gonna push back on the map. There's no herald, no dragon, so we'll just go mid, try to kill Ziggs and take his turret. That was really well played from the Syndra. It's always weird to me how people start playing a champion right when they nerf it. Syndra just got nerfed and everyone's playing it now. Yeah, it wasn't a huge nerf, but it's just like this weird thing where people like they didn't realize the champion was good and like, oh, it got nerfed, it must have been too good. And then everyone starts playing it. It's so weird. Alright, let's shove this in. Gonna put that there. Alright, I have everything where I want it. Ooh, I missed my Q. I didn't hit the big raptor to start with, so it didn't bloom like that. Without blooming it, you have no damage, pretty much. Against champions, it's a little stronger. Might actually walk over here. There's a good chance they walk towards my pink ward, or towards me. I'm gonna proto belt into him. Oh, he flashed. He flash healed. He's dead. Yeah, your Q starts to get a lot more damage once you have jungle item. It hits like a truck. Graze down, Aphelios, flash heal. Make sure you're blasting things with your auto attacks on Neeko. You're not just a mage. Remember your W, every third auto's empowered. Look. Whoop-ah! Every third auto hits really hard. So make sure you're auto attacking. Oh, she actually landed it. Well played. Yeah, I just queued where I thought she would be and E'd right at her. She actually played that really well. She landed the stun. I didn't think she would. I thought I did a good job of juking it. Apparently not. Gonna go ahead and farm up, get my red buff, heal. Snare these bad boys. Q. I actually missed the little ones. That's tragic. The red buff heal. Oh my god. I just missed another Q. You have to really be focused when you're using your Q. If you miss it, it's going to wreck your clear speeds, especially early game. There we go. Red buff. Looks like they're fighting over there. Graves is low. I'm going to clear this real quick and then push into his red buff. Yeah, they're pushing him away anyways. It's not like I can even get over there. Got all 3 parts of it. I'm going to pull these guys together. Take them a little faster. I wouldn't do this early on Neeko. You'll take too much damage. Only do this in the mid-late game. Taking them both at the same time will just mess you up early. Really bad. Okay, Graves is dead. I'll take Dragon. I'm going to get this bad boy. E into Q. So yeah, your full build on Neeko. After you have jungle item in your Sork shoes, you normally go for Hex Tech, and then you normally go for Hourglass. You can go Morello if they have a bunch of healing, like a Soraka Swain Mundo. In general, though, I don't recommend it. Your core items is basically just your jungle items, Sork shoes, Protobelt, Hourglass, and then your other 2 items are completely situational, depending on what you need. It could be Void Staff, it could be Lichbane. Rabadon's a pretty solid one if there is no good option. Because Neeko has decent AP scalings. They're not bad. Gonna W on this guy. Proto belt. Oof. I probably should have autoed him. I didn't realize he would get that low off that. I don't have Hourglass. I'm sitting on a fair amount of gold. I don't know what Graves thinks he's doing. Your ultimate does give you a shield as well. That was a good Lulu ult. It was a little late. She was scaring me for sure with that. Graves is toast. Oh wow, there's actually no bones there. Oh, the Ziggs jukes, man. This guy's a savage. That was pretty clean. He actually started to move before I threw this spell. It was fortunate movement on his part. Oh baby, W. Movement speed and invisibility, not bad. It's kind of like a Vayne Tumble if you think about it. Mobility and movement speed and invisibility. It's both. And I think that's going to be it. We never got a chance to get our Hourglass, and that would be Neeko's core build. Neeko plays well as a defensive champion. As an offensive champion, if you have flashes up, or if you have Proto Belt, you can make plays, but if you don't, she's typically defensive. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Nekko Jungle guide. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.